Good morning, everyone. This is Reverend Elizabeth Mora. It is Sunday, January 24th, and we are grateful that we are here this morning with you, whether it's right now as you're watching or whether you're watching this in future time. Welcome to Unity Northwest Church, normally in Des Plaines, Illinois, today coming to you from my home in Mount Prospect. You are welcome here. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, we want you to know that we value you, that Unity is an open, loving place where you can come to explore your spiritual journey, your inner life. We also like to joke that Unity is where you come to have your answers questioned. So bring questions, bring potential answers. Most importantly, thank you for bringing your consciousness to our service here today. And to any of you who are new to us today, a special welcome. Welcome to Unity Northwest Church. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about us, all you need to do is pop us a line in an email and let us know that you'd like a little more information about the church. And we would be happy to send you basically a newcomer packet. Welcome to all of you. And one more special shout out today. We're saying hi to our friends in Iowa. I already saw that Jim was on and Nancy was on. So please welcome our Iowa compatriots. They're coming to us from Unity of Ames, Iowa, where Rev Deb is on vacation. So we're so glad to have you with us today. Thanks for being with us. And we love to come visit you when we are off. You've already been saying hi over in the chat box as if you were walking into the church and welcoming each other. So please continue to do that, and we'll continue to show who's on screen here so that everybody can give each other a warm welcome. It's great to see folks already online, and thanks for checking in with us. You can also hit the like, the love button. Every now and then someone pushes the angry button and the sad button, and that's okay too. We've got it all here at times. So again, welcome to Unity Northwest Church, and I now welcome my co-host. This is the esteemed Chris Selvick.
Good morning.
To us. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Good to have you with us. There we go. So he is going to be helping me out with the prayer and the opening today and the announcements, as you always do, adding the color commentary. So welcome, Chris. It's good to have you here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And we will then begin and turn over to a time of prayer. So I invite you now to become centered, to realize the oneness that you are, to realize that you are in the presence of the divine right now. And not only are you in the presence of the divine, you are the presence of the divine. As you express your divine self, we now come forth into a space of community. You might even take a moment to feel the energy across the towns and across the states today, knowing that your friends are here with you, just as if you were in church this morning. In consciousness, there's no distance. We are all here together. We welcome each other, we send love to each other, and we receive the love. And we expand that now out into the world, just as our community comes together to be a family, to remember our spiritual truths, to reset our week many times, and to say, wherever I might have gotten off track just a bit, I'm now back on track, in spirit, remembering truth behind every appearance, remembering that there is more joy, more love, more imagination than I could ever see. And I have faith that it comes forward. And I bring it forward in my own words, thoughts, and actions. We bless this time together. May it be a blessing to each of you. May there be a spark of an idea, a shift in a feeling, an opening of a door to a new possibility, of a greater expression of heaven here on earth for you. And you may never know how you are that opening and that expression and that shift for someone else. Thank you for your blessing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you are. Amen. And now Chris comes forward to, whoops. Chris is coming forward. There we go. I will add you to the stream. There you are. And share our invocation. There. Thank you, Chris. And now for our invocation.
All right. So let's all express together using the words of the invocation. I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your divine wisdom, now erase my human limitations, and from your pure substance of love, bring into manifestation my world according to your perfect law. Amen.
Amen.
And the daily word for today is oneness. I am divine. Now, over the years, I've learned that there's a spark of divinity within me and within all people. This spark, or this divine spark, binds us as members of one family and deepens our awareness of God. Today, my understanding of divinity expands. My divine nature is so much more than a spark. It is my essence, who I truly am. I realize I don't have to rely on anything outside myself for love, comfort, and guidance. Everything I could ever need from God is already mine and is expressing as me. My realization of oneness extends to all people, whom I now see as fellow divine beings. Freed from all illusion of separation, I am aware of the divine presence everywhere, expressing through everyone. We are divine. And the Bible verse is that they may all be one, as you, Father, are in me and I am in you. May they also be in us. And that's John 17:21.
Wonderful, Chris. Thank you for being here. Sure. And enjoy that fire. We'll see you back with us near the end of service. Thanks. So let's say hello to those of you who've been joining. I've been popping up your names, and this is our time for our virtual greeting where we're saying hi in the comments. So hi from Iowa. Chris, good to have you with us. You was enjoying the piano music. Hi to Mark and Jean. Anita is here with us again this morning. Jim from Iowa. Carolyn was with the kids this morning. Hello, Linda. Hello, Pat. We are so glad to have you with us again this morning. A couple of board members, Cindy and Brenda. Hi, Julie. I hope you had a good time with the kids. Jerry Brockett is in the house along with Cindy. Richard sends a special welcome to everyone from Iowa. Maybe someday we're going to all meet in the middle somewhere and say hello to each other. Hi, Evelyn. Arturo, my husband, Hal, Jeanette, and Kat. We always have kind of a trio there. Jeanette and Sally. I remember Sally from my days coming to Iowa as well. And good morning, Joan. Hi, it's great to have each and every one of you with us this morning. We've got a nice full house. And now we will turn our attention to a time of meditation. As you gently set yourself up for this most sacred time, perhaps the most meditation that you're able to get in a week or maybe today, for whatever amount that you get, what a blessing that it is. A moment or two to step away from the doing and the busyness, to check in with headquarters. Let me now check in with headquarters. Check in with the body to notice where I am. Check in with spirit in that connection with what I call the divine, what I call God. I now slow down. Notice the body. Any tension that I might have, I bring love there and let it release. Notice it. Say, I notice you. You are seen, and I bless you. Release you. Receive any message I need. I notice any thoughts that come and go. I bless you and see you. I receive your message and I gently let you drift into the background, creating another open space. And I notice each breath coming in, going out. I see you and receive your blessing. And as soon as the breath comes in, I release it and it goes out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in peace. I breathe out love. Breathe in peace and breathe out love. Peace and love for a divine time in the silence. Continuing to breathe in and breathe out with awareness. We get ready to leave this time of dedicated meditation and to bring it back into a sense of awareness throughout everything I do today. As I step away from the cushion, the chair, the closed eyes, I take it with me, this inner peace, this coming back to center. It's available to me in every moment. And I send this peace and this love out to my world, to my close-up world of friends and family, those on the church call today, those who I didn't notice but are part of our community. I send it out to the town, to the state, country, world, and beyond. This peace goes everywhere. Starts here and goes everywhere, always with me. And so it is. Amen. Well, there's an awkward topic. Money, spiritual economics. Oh, she's going to go and talk about money today. And think about how many thoughts just came into your mind. Maybe some thoughts were, yay, we're going to talk about money. I love money. Some were, oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I can't believe we're going to talk about this. What's it going to be? The money enigma. It's part of our spiritual economics series. And while spiritual economics is very distinctly not just about money, it is not about money. We also need to include it. We can't live without it in a society, and that's okay. It's a way that we value things so that we don't have to trade and barter, because I don't know about you, but I don't have any sheep and any cows here in my little condo. So I'm grateful for money. It gives me a symbol that I can live in this world. And just like everything else under God's green earth, it's spiritual. And there are teachings behind it that if we can use our wisdom and our spiritual understanding and find love and peace that we just felt in meditation around the money in our life, how much more powerful we will be. And this book in particular, Spiritual Economics, is a favorite of Rev Deb. So those of you in Iowa, I know that you've heard her preach on this and teach classes on it a couple of times. And some of what she did, I'm using today. So you'll get a little bit of Rev Deb from Iowa as well, because this is a long-standing teaching within Unity, the Spiritual Economics of Eric Butterworth. And one of the most common things that we hear or think about with money is often, well, money is the root of all evil. Some of us have a really hard relationship with money. It's dangerous. We fight with it. We resent it, but yet we want more of it. We can have a really complicated relationship with money. And what turned into money being the root of all evil, most of us know, if we've been around Unity for a while, if we've read the Bible itself, we know that the Bible doesn't tell us that it's the root of all evil. I know that most of you already know this, that it's the love of money that is the root of all evil. And even that statement can be understood on multiple levels. What do we even mean by the love of money? Is it an image like this person just grabbing it and hugging it? You know, I don't know. How many of you have ever hugged your money? Money isn't a very huggable thing. The things that money represents might be huggable. You might be able to buy a teddy bear. You might be able to buy a comfy blanket. But money itself, the love of that money, doesn't actually make any sense. Because really, it's a piece of paper. It's what it represents and what you can do with it. Just like God's principle, just like the principle of love or wisdom, it's what you can do with it that makes the difference. Just having wisdom without being able to use it in the world, if you had to turn off your wisdom when you went and did something, well, that wouldn't make any sense. So it's learning to be in right relationship with money, to love the freedom that it can bring you, to love what you can do with that money to make a difference in the world. That is a difference from loving money itself. And love is really what brings us together. So in what way does money represent a way to bring us together with God's good in the world? Now that's a representation of money I can get behind. But instead, we still have a little bit of that message, I think, that really it's a little bit evil. There's still something maybe a little bit uncomfortable with it. If I'm spiritual, can I be into money? And Eric Butterworth says, how can money be evil when no one, not even the people of God, including Jesus, can do without it? It's been a reality for a long, long time that there is some way of using a substitute to be able to have a currency. So it can't be that bad. It can't be that wrong. Jesus had donors that supported him. He did not walk around with a chest of gold. He relied on the abundance and the currency everywhere he went, and of those who represented and served him and came to him. Even Jesus, even Buddha, even Gandhi, needed money. There's a saying that it took a lot of money to keep Gandhi in poverty. There's still money behind it. So let's find the God way to look at that money. Yes, we can find a way to be at peace and not see it as evil, but see it as a tool, see it as a blessing. Eric Butterworth reminds us that the right attitude about money is the root of all kinds of prosperity. We get to decide, is money the root of evil, or is money the root of prosperity? You get to decide. And you know that the choice that you make will make such a difference in your life. So I don't know about you, but I haven't actually stopped to think about money all that much. I take it out of my wallet. Most of us don't even see money very often because we're using our credit cards. And even if you were using cash with the COVID virus, many of us have been using credit cards instead to help the stores out. That's lifting a little. But how much do you actually see and deal with your money? And when you take your money out, you actually trigger pain receptors in your mind because you don't want to let it go. And that's actually a good thing that we've developed that. Otherwise, we just kind of give it all away willy-nilly. But it's a reminder when you use the money to think about, what does this represent? This represents the work that I've done. This represents the service that I've given. This represents what I do for 40 or 50 hours a week. I was blessed by this and got paid with this because I matter. Not because of the money, but it can be a reminder of, hey, this is one way that we show value in this world, is that we exchange money with people. So yay me, I did something of value here. And then what am I using to purchase? What am I using this money for? Where am I choosing to donate? Where am I choosing to shop? What things am I choosing to buy? What gifts am I giving? So many of us on our checks write, I joyfully pay to the order of. And that is one thing that we can do. It's not the root of evil. It is a blessing that I've received that I can now turn around and bless the gas company, Honda, when I make my car payment. I am thanking them for giving me the car without me having to pay for it ahead of time. How nice of you. Here's my check. What a difference then. They're stealing my money. I don't want to let it go. I can't believe the bill went up. Those things may have happened, but there's a blessing in there, a blessing, a spiritual transaction has happened beneath every financial transaction that you have. Now let's slow down and see the transaction. See how the income and the outflow are a blessing. And this, of course, doesn't mean that all you have to do is put the right thought on it and all your troubles will go away. We're not sticking our head in the sands. We're not saying that this is easy. I'm saying that it's simple and that with practice, you can get better at it. With practice, you can bring peace into your finances, even into your money. Not just the prosperity that we talk about in the big picture of divine ideas and everything, but you can grab a hold and drill that attitude down so that you feel blessed and abundant in your finances. That's what we are doing here with our book from Eric Butterworth. Spiritual Economics is filled with teachings about how to do exactly that. We've been doing that in our class. If you're interested, you can still do that because we go deeper and deeper. So let's pause for a moment and think about the physical form of money. Again, how often do we really think about it? What it represents? This is the business side of a dollar bill. This is all about numbers, the serial number, how much it's worth. Now, it's the same kind of paper. It's the same size of paper as a 5 and a 20 and a 50. It's the same, but because we put these certain numbers on it, this is what it means. We've all agreed. There you go. This is what this means. So this is your business side of money. And a lot of times the message that comes with this is only. This is only a dollar bill. I only have X amount in the bank. I only get paid blank. Notice as you go through your days how often you associate the word only with your money. That is a strong place to be able to switch how you think. Open up your wallet and say, I am so blessed there's something green in here. Or if you're holding your credit card, I am so grateful to know that there is a bank account behind this that will pay the bill that I'm going to now charge. There's green in my life. See the green that's there and the blessing for that it is. Not everything, but the blessing that it does represent in this form for money so that you can be a citizen of this world and easily move around. So you don't only have a dollar, you have a dollar. Let's start there. Instead of saying that I only have this money, flip over your dollar bill from the business side to the spiritual side. This is God's side of your money. In God we trust. There it is, right on there. And you'll notice that the look of this side of your dollar bill is different. There's more green on it. There's less numbers. There's symbols and pictures. And there's literally God. The word God appearing right on the other side of your money. So what if we focused on this side of the money? Instead of onlyness, we would find allness. The side of your money is a reminder of the allness that is God. That this is a drop in a drop in a drop in a drop in a bucket. Can't even begin to represent the allness of God. Not financially, and not in true prosperity of ideas and possibilities and potential. This is just the beginning, and it is infinite in supply that you can take hold of. I don't only have a dollar, I have all of this dollar. For this moment, all of this dollar is here, and it could represent any number of things. Even if a dollar doesn't go very far today, one plus another plus another plus another starts to add up to something. This is what it represents to me. Security, safety, purchases, groceries, clothes, essentials, treats, buying someone a present. It's infinite what it could represent. You could sit with a dollar for a long, long time and just say, what all could I do with just this dollar? And what all could I do if I got one or two more dollars? Oh my gosh, I am richer than I ever thought. We focus on what we have and how dramatic a blessing it is that we have it. We could have nothing. I tell myself that often. I could have nothing. I have so much. Many of us even deal with clutter in our lives, that we literally have too much in our lives. And that can be a burden. The burden of too much money that we all would like. I know we all want that burden, but it's a real burden. It is a real burden on how to manage that. So I am blessed with what I have right now. And if I can bless even that dollar, I might be surprised on how things start to switch for me. Because money is good. Money is God in action. Money is not the root of all evil. Money is good. It is a representation of God's substance. It is something that we can use for good. So let's turn it around. See the blessing and be the blessing. And we move when we do this from a sense of not enough to a sense of enoughness. That's what we're really doing. We're moving from a message that I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I never have enough. Feel the weight of that to I am enough. right here. And I'm telling you, if you don't believe it, maybe my words can sink in today. You are enough. You have enough. There is enough. We've been fed a lie that there's not enough and it's scarce and someone else has it and you have to grab it. That's a lie. God's truth is that God created everything here on this earth. Divine idea is behind everything here. Divine idea is unlimited, cannot be limited. So there is no not enough. There is only enough. Say that with me. There is not enough. There is only enough. And especially when we realize that what we're really talking about, whether it's money or possessions or relationships, is the substance that stands under everything, is the true prosperity of God. The presence of God is underneath everything. That is your substance. Not money, not your boyfriend, not your job. God stands under all things. And that's what you are blessed by. That's our currency. So the rich supply is in you as talents, abilities, and ideas. You have unlimited talents, abilities, and ideas. You have probably only touched the surface. There is an infinite well that you can draw on. And the more you put yourself in this spiritual space, the more you read things like spiritual economics, the more that you retrain your brain out of the lie that there's not enough, you will come to see that God's rich abundance is everywhere in you. In you. And Eric Butterworth sums it up in one of my favorite sentences. The prospering element will always be non-material substance. Whenever we are feeling less than, it's a guarantee that we're caught up in something physical. There's not enough of this. There's not enough of even something emotional, that I'm not getting enough love. I'm not getting enough this, because there is no not enough in God. The non-material, another idea, is always around the corner. Another possibility is always around the corner, never ending. So your money needs your blessing. Just like everything that we deal with, it needs your blessing too, so that you can focus on it and that you can direct it in the direction that you want. You get to decide with power and strength and imagination what this means to me, what my relationship means to me, what my job means to me, what my car means to me, and what am I going to use it for? Like your car is a blessing because it takes you places. It keeps you connected with people. It gets you to the grocery store. The blessing isn't the car so much, it's what it can do for you. That's the blessing of money. That's the blessing of this teaching, what it can do for you. Because when we lose sight of it, our finances will often reflect it. I know it seems like not everybody that's not on this path, is experiencing difficulty. Why am I? But we don't know what's really going on in the mind of that super uber rich person. But we do know about one story of a businessman who was aligned with spiritual principle, very, very successful. But then he kind of got off the spiritual path, and it's easy. This is why Jesus warns us so often in the Bible that it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than to go through for a camel to go through the eye of the needle. Like, be careful. It's not evil on its own, but it is easy to fall into the traps of the evils of money. And that's what happened to this businessman. He started to feel greedy and that there wasn't enough and he wanted more, and his finances started to reverse. And then he caught himself and he righted the ship and he came back to spiritual teachings and he saw that things turned around for him. And that businessman is one that you know, J.C. Penney. He went through a spiritual dark night of the soul, and when he came back around, his company turned around. That's just one story. If you read Catherine Ponder, you will read story after story of people who, as soon as they righted their thinking, saw their fortunes change. And if you didn't see how your fortune changed, you change how you see the fortune you do have. So even if that pile of money doesn't change, how you look at it can change. When I look at a dollar bill today, I'm going to look at it differently thanks to what Eric Butterworth reminded me of. And here are a few affirmations for you to take with you as you work on this in your world. I am enough. There is enough. I have more than enough. And God is my instant, constant, abundant source of supply. Let's say those together. I am enough. There is enough. I have more than enough. God is my instant, constant, abundant source of supply. You could work with one of those. You could work with all of those. You can find your own. Find the ones that make your heart sing. If I am enough doesn't do it, then maybe it's God is my instant, constant, abundant source of supply. Maybe that isn't enough. Maybe you can start with, I'm willing to believe I'm enough. I don't believe it yet. I can't say it yet. Reverend Elizabeth knows that I'm enough. Wherever you need to start with something that you can take hold of, that you can believe, that opens up a door to you. Because this is the year that we are celebrating abundance of ideas, abundance of prosperity in every sense. We're focusing on it as a church so that you can have that in your life. And we have 4 weeks left on spiritual economics. We had a great start we did a lot of fun things. So you still have time to jump in and take the spiritual economics class with us. You can take these affirmations. You can get the book and read along with us. There is so much small, simple things that you can do to find your year of abundance. That's my prayer for you, is that you find your year of abundance. That you truly come to know God is your instant, constant, abundant source of supply. That you get to a point where that just rolls off without having to have it in front of you. God is my instant, constant, abundant source of supply. And it wakes you up out of the lie that there isn't enough and that you're lacking anything. Eric Butterworth calls that looking on the green side. Turn your money the green side up. There's more green on the back of that dollar bill than on the front of it. Shift how you see. Turn to the green side. Live on the green side. Live on the God side of your money. See how that changes. It's really like putting on a pair of green colored glasses. Not that all you're focused on is money, but that you're able to see with prosperity vision. You can see the blessings in everything. You can see the potential behind any challenge and any lack. May you live from the green side up with your prosperity spectacles on. And so it is.
I open my eyes, greet the new day, take a deep breath, kneel down to pray, then I give thanks, look in the mirror, and a friend looks back at me. A smile lights up my face, and I know that I am blessed, so I expect the best. I expect the best. I know that I'm loved, right where I stand. I know I'm enough, just as I am. All that I want, all I desire is now waiting here for me. The universe conspires to ensure my happiness, so I expect the best. I expect the best. I expect the best from every passing moment, every single I'm loving my life, living my dreams, losing my fears, I'm spreading my wings, feeling alive, anticipating what the future holds for me. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen now, 'cause I expect the best. I expect the best. Expect the best. Expect the best. Expect the best.
And we continue to expect the best here at Unity Northwest Church as we bring forth our love offering. Thank you to all of you for giving into the space today with your consciousness. And if you would like to give a financial donation, if you go up to the top in the description here on Facebook, or go over to our webpage, there's a donate button there. There's a link up above. So we thank you for taking a moment to be grateful for what has come into your life that allows you to be what the Bible tells us to be, a cheerful giver. And as the basket comes by virtually, we give you all a huge thank you for the year-end efforts in our I Love My Church campaign. So many of you came forward and gave additional monies, and it helped us finish the year much stronger. We will have a full update for that at our annual meeting coming up next month. So thank you again for being you. Thank you for the gifts that you give. There are 3 ways for you to give: either online through online banking, or on a credit card, or by dropping off a check, sending a check in the mail. And there's a 4th secret way. If you want to give cash, you can call the office and arrange for Betsy to pick it up. She is there usually 9 to 1, Monday through Thursday, but call ahead just to make sure, and you can bring that by the office. Let us now bless these substances as they come forth. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And so it is that our buddy Chris is now back with us, and he is going to share with us the upcoming events. Hi, Chris.
Hello, the announcements. All right. So first of all, you may have heard there's the spiritual economics class going on Tuesday, every Tuesday, and both at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. So for this upcoming week, read chapters 3, 4, and 9. All are welcome. And if you need to catch up, you'll have to read chapters 1 and 2 as well. And then the January newsletter is available. Ruth has been up to it again. Please check out the award-winning newsletter. You can find it on the website, and you can even have a copy mailed to you. Just contact the church office. The youth education is now on Zoom every other week.
Mhm.
So the next class will be on February 7th at 10 a.m. Please contact Carol Danoon to enroll your child or contact the office. And there are Valentine's Day
Oops, sorry.
drive-through. We'll go on Saturday, February 13th at 10 to noon. And then there's going to be a quick break for lunch for those throwing candy at you. And then from Sunday, 10 to noon on Saturday, Sunday, February 14th from 2 to 4. Join us. Stop by. And then don't miss out. There are many ways to connect with us. You can check out our texting program, and actually that number will be on a future slide. However, you text connect to 847-908-5100. So get your phones ready, because when that comes up, you can text it when it shows up on the screen. But there are other ways to connect with us through the webpage and the newsletter. If you need any assistance in any of these areas, contact the office. And then we'll see you next week for gratitude and prosperity. That is the next subject for spiritual economics. Sounds like it'll be a great one. And of course, after the service, you can go to the fellowship Zoom call, which the link is above, and for coffee. And of course, the chaplains will be there, and we'll see you there for prayer.
Thank you, Chris. Sorry, I messed up the slides a little bit there.
That's
And
okay.
the text number is up above.
Wait,
If you
here we
want
go.
to see, we put it there. Oh, here, he did it. Thank you, Chris. Let me put you full screen. So if you want to get into the text program and you haven't already, there's the number. We also put it up above every week. And Arturo has put the giving link over here into the box as well. So thank you, Chris. It's been wonderful having you. And it's been great having Tatiana with us. And as we wrap up, I remind you of the truth about who you are, that you are amazing. If no one has told you that this week, let me tell you, you are amazing. Whatever it is you are doing in your life, you're making a difference. You may not know it today. It may be tiny, it may be big, but you are amazing, and you're just what we need at this time. You're just what God needs. And on behalf of Tatiana and Chris and I, we say thank you for being here. Tatiana is going to close us with her great music, and I will show the rest of the comments that came in so we can stay in touch with each other. Tatiana, take it away. And so it is. Amen.